Thank you for calling Five Links. My name is Roshita. Can I have your rep ID number?
I don't have a rep ID number, but I'm calling from a radio station, Iconoclast Radio, and this call is live, so I just want to let you know, but it's very important that you listen. There is two people I'm concerned about. One of them, and you might want to write this down, ma'am. One of them is Robert J. Arthur, Jr. There seems to be some con artistry going on because the other person besides Robert J. Arthur, Jr. is a guy whose real name is John Allen Martinson, Jr., and he goes by Heru K. Minkah, Heruminkah. Now, Heru, whose real name is John Allen Martinson, Jr. Now, you know what you could do, ma'am? If you Google that name, you will find out that this guy is not only just someone who doesn't like Jews, but that he is spreading some serious hate messages as far as doing violent things to Jews. Now, he's covered up his name, and now he's calling himself Heru as if he cares about black individuals. I can tell you that he doesn't. But what's most important is that this guy, that's not his real name, and I know him as being a con artist. And he's saying that he lives in Wilmington, Delaware. He does not. And he now has these fake dreadlock extensions, and he presents himself as being of a mixed race and caring about black people as if he's a Pan-African. And so my thing is, I know that he's taking advantage of blacks that are trying to become successful, and I just wanted to let you know, when I called Robert J. Arthur, he got a warning that I must have been calling because I left a message, and he did not return my phone call, and now when you call the number, I can give it to you if you'd like. When you call, his number is 302-655-0883. Now, if you go to their website, it's called linksoffice.com, and go to the About section, you'll find both of their names. Now, if he's not in cahoots with a con artist operation going on, I don't see why he would not want to answer my phone call. And so, when I called up, the first time I called that number, the person said that they were not Robert, but they would give him the message. And I told him I was calling in regards to Five Links. The person did not even know that Robert J. Arthur was involved with Five Links. But what I do know is that I did hear from him himself in a conference call that his family was successful in Five Links. And so, if your family member doesn't know that you are involved in Five Links, are you trying to, behind their backs, steal their leads and somehow steal their success? So that's just a thought that came to my mind, but I wanted to speak with someone at the representative level who could do a thorough investigation of what is going on and what exactly is Robert J. Arthur, if that's his even real name. What is he doing, and is he really credible? Because he knew. How I found out about Five Links is he called me up one day wanting me to join Five Links, and I knew about his racist activity because I talk about the crimes that are happening in Israel, but I'm not a Jew hater, but I do talk about their crimes. So when he called me up as a person he thought he could get into his Five Links, he told me, he said, look, if you have any video or anything that deals with what I've been talking about, I'm calling you up to say get it off the net because I'm trying to not let anyone know about me because I'm trying to do this Five Links right now. And I told him I didn't have anything on him. But behind the scenes, he is still doing his racist troublemaking stuff. And so when I went to investigate, I find out a whole lot of stuff that really has nothing to do with Five Links, so I won't inform you about it. But one thing that should concern you is if you have two people presenting themselves as caring about the black community, and then asking for donations. If you Google that name, that he has, you'll find that he is all over the net proclaiming to be a black businessman, and I'm telling you, the guy is an internet con artist. He runs around with many different websites trying to build them up to get people to come in. I could tell you about those too, but once again, it has nothing to do with 5 links. It's all about finding out what's up with this Robert J. Arthur, and you have someone else that is calling himself Heru K. Minkah. Okay, so I know them to not be sincere, and I do know that they do internet, but this guy is not being honest, because when you call the numbers, the main person, Robert J. Arthur, is not answering, and his family member is saying, I didn't know he was involved with 5 links. I'll tell him to give you a call back. So there's something fishy going on, because when I called the number here a second ago, first it said leave a message, and then by the time I called back the second time, the phone, they pick it up where you don't get no answer to it. Now that doesn't seem like someone that's running a legitimate business that wants to get a hold of people. And here recently I posted up an article, and so he probably got the report back that, hey, so-and-so just did an article, hurry up and close down shop. But like I said, if you go to linksoffice.com and you type in the name Heru K. Minkah and Robert J. Arthur, you'll find out all about it. So maybe you could get... Yeah, go ahead.
Where you're saying that Robert J. Arthur Jr. is claiming to be a 5 links representative?
Yes, indeedy.
I don't see anybody in the system. Arthur Jr., you said he's from...
Listen.
Where is he from, you said?
He is from my area, Delaware. I'm assuming he's from Wilmington, Delaware. I'm almost certain I was told he was from Wilmington, Delaware. Minkah.
I don't have any.
Yes, ma'am. And here's what it says on his. Like I said, if you go to linksoffice.com, just not 5 links, linksoffice.com, and you go under the About Us, he says Robert J. Arthur Jr. And this is a ploy that they always use. A grassroots guerrilla marketing expert with over a decade of experience, which is the same thing the other one says. And he goes on to tell how he's been an entrepreneur and how he has, now this is the kicker right here, vision and integrity. Now I can tell you this other guy, I don't know this Robert Arthur Jr. Now you're saying you don't have anyone in the system. This guy is out of Delaware. And he's, like I said, his own family members, when I called that number, they said they didn't know he was involved with 5 links. So there could be either he's trying to steal leads off of his successful family members, but something is not right.
Guy's name? What's the other guy's name that you said?
Heru. Heru. Heru, initial K, Minkah, Minkah. Do you have that guy in the system?
I'm going to check right now. I'm not for sure. Yes, I have a Heru K. Minkah in the system.
Okay, Heru K. Minkah, his real name, not unless he changed it, is John Allen Martinson Jr. Make sure you get the Jr. correct. And also he goes by his satanic name because he's also now you might not hold that against your members, but he's a Satanist that he calls himself also Dev, D-E-V, Samal, S-A-M-A-E-L, Daval, D-A-V-A-L. Now, if you Google them, you will see who you're dealing with, and you might not want to be associated with him. Because if they ever find out, it might look bad on your company, but maybe you can't be discriminatory. Maybe you could have Jew haters and Satanists and even con artists in the system. So maybe he changed his name legally, but all I can tell you is that guy is untrustworthy at the highest order. I don't know this J. Arthur guy, but I know this John Allen Martinson Jr. extremely well. If you Google that guy, John Allen Martinson Jr., and here's how you know. Go type in Heru K. Minkah and look at the photograph. And then go look at John Allen Martinson, Jr., and you'll know you're dealing with the same racist, hateful con artist. By the way, he's now calling himself a Pan-African. He used to be a black Nazi. Can you imagine? The guy just changed, and you'll see that he also changes up his appearance. He has these fake dreadlocks in his hair. They're not real, but it's all to create an image because now he wants to act like he cares about black folk. The man told me personally he's embarrassed and ashamed of his black side of his genetics. I got that personally from him. I'm giving you the leads to go on that this guy is misinforming his potential, and probably if he already has people in his downline, he's lying to him. Okay? He's a liar. He's a deceiver. I don't think you want to be involved with someone that's an ex-Nazi, Jew hater, and also a Satanist. All this stuff I'm telling you, you can find out for yourself by just doing a Google search. Type in John Allen Martinson Jr., and then you type in and look at images, and then you go to Heru. You'll see you're dealing with the same guy. The guy is just an actor. He's just trying to take advantage of people any place he can find them to take advantage of them. We could talk about how he's witnesses have said that, for instance, one witness said that he did a film of, matter of fact, he did a film called Missing Links, right? And what that film is about how Jews carried out the 9/11 attacks. But not only that, the person who he did this film with has a website called prothink.org, and they're very racist. Now, that's ridiculous. Why would a black guy be hooked up with racists? But anyway, he helps them put out a film called 9/11 Missing Links, and then the person who he worked with said that all this John Allen Martinson / Heru wanted to do was to get a friend of his to drive him around in his truck to go look for crack cocaine. Now, I didn't witness it, but that's what people who he worked with are saying about him now. So you might want to see what you can find out about this guy or what he's up to, because I'm telling you from experience, the guy is extremely shady. This has been on my radio show. It will not be presented as 5 links. I'm just letting you know that this call has been recorded so that it can be used in case it needs to be, because I'm expecting 5 links to do their job. You know?
What is your name?
My name is Paul. And I have a radio show. It's called Iconoclast Radio. And the way I found out about all this is the man called me up and wanted me to join into this 5 links. And so the next thing that happened is he was telling me, if you know anything or if you have anything on me and my Jew hating, please take it down. I don't know what address you got for the guy, but he does not live in Wilmington, Delaware. I know that for a fact. He lives in a garage in San Diego. So he's misrepresenting himself to the people, which I don't think that's legal, nor is it professional. You know, another good way to check this out is if Minkah is in your system, this guy has either got to be in his downline somewhere. If he's in, you know, he might be using a fake name. But this guy, Minkah, has changed his name more than a little bit.
Well, thank you for this information. And like you said, I did notate the account regarding him and his not so nice ways. I'm pretty sure 5 links will, you know, definitely handle it for his actions, being nasty to customers, and customers are calling in, or then they'll definitely, you know, handle him. You can also send an email to rep services at 5links.com and definitely let them know as well so that they'll be up on it. They'll handle him.
All right, ma'am. I appreciate your time. I got someone at my door, so I have to go check it. But yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. You have a good day.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.